Karwan, ich bin's, Karpor, der mächtige Krieger des Klingonischen Reiches. Und all die anderen Krieger, willkommen zu meinem nächsten Abenteuer. Und zwar Schicksal. So, jetzt muss ich mit der Bade sprechen, um herauszufinden, was Fakiri sind. Obwohl, ich weiß es ja, aber ihr Zuschauer wisst es nicht. Es sei denn, ihr habt Star Trek gesehen. Barte.
Hail. Do you wish to hear tales of the Empire?
Erzählen Sie mir über die Fakiri.
The Fakiri. Like many others, I thought they were the stuff of legends. That has changed. We all know the stories. How the Fakiri came forth from the darkest depths of Grethor itself to do the bidding of Molor. How they raised the land, and how Khaless the Unforgettable put an end to their reign of terror. But now, I must wonder, are there truths hidden within the legends? For some time, there have been those among us who believe the Fakiri were more than a myth. It was not a popular belief. The discovery of the sword of Khaless gave strength to those believers, however. For if the great weapon of the first Emperor was real, could not his great foes have been real as well? The invasion of this great city by the Fakiri horde will no doubt give them even greater cause. We must study the Fakiri lore from the time of Khaless, only this time with a more open mind. My father, Tehran, is an expert on the sword of Khaless and the facts and fables that surround it. You would do well to speak with him on the matter.
Also gut. Danke für die Information, Bade. Kapla!
Hail! Do you wish to hear tales of the Empire?
Ah. Karwan.
Do you wish to hear a tale of Khaless?
In der Tat.
I weave tales of glory and honor.
Erzählen Sie mir vom Schwert des Khaless.
Ah, yes. Many Klingons turn their thoughts to the weapon of the first Emperor these days. A Fakiri invasion would do that, I suppose. Put simply, there is no greater weapon in our history. With the sword of Khaless in my hand, I could face an entire fleet and win. And now, it seems we have need of such a mighty blade once more. For some time, the monks of Boreth safeguarded the weapon, until the coming of the Herc several thousand years ago. They took the blade from us, and it was thought to be lost forever. There are some who say that the Har Master Kor and Worf found the blade, and yet, when I speak of it to Worf, he turns away without a word. The son of Moog is here now. He is a stubborn man, but he always strives to do the right thing for the Empire. And the Empire needs the sword of Khaless now. Perhaps more than ever before. Ask him yourself. Perhaps you will succeed where I have failed.
Das werde ich. Vielen Dank für Ihre Zeit, Bade. Kapla!
I weave tales of glory and honor.
Ah, da ist er ja. Karwan.
Greetings. How may I assist you? Fight with honor.
Uns steht eine Schlacht bevor.
You speak of the Fakiri.
Was wissen Sie über die Fakiri?
The Fakiri share many characteristics with our ancient enemies. However, one of the things I learned during my time in Starfleet was that things are not always as they seem. It may be that the true enemy is hiding behind legends until they choose to reveal themselves.
Was wissen Sie über das Schwert von Khaless?
That is a task for the lore singers. Suffice it to say that it has power beyond that of a normal weapon. Not only can it rend flesh and bone, it can control hearts. To my regret, I found that I was not up to the task of being the sword's master.
Erzählen Sie mehr darüber.
This is a story that I am loath to share without good reason. However, I know you to be honorable and a friend to the House of Martok. I do not believe you would ask without reason. I accompanied Daha Master Kor and Jadzia Dax on a search for the Sword of Khaless. Kor had uncovered information during his time as a diplomat to Vulcan that he believed would lead us to the sword's location. He was correct. We found the sword on a Herc world in the Gamma Quadrant. The sword brought the dark sides of our natures to the surface. We argued over who was to keep the blade. I might have even done the unthinkable and killed for the blade, if Jadzia had not been there to stop me. Kor and I realized that the Sword of Khaless was too powerful for any man to wield. It had divided us. It would have divided the Klingon people as well. We agreed, for the good of the Empire, to transport the blade into deep space. If Emperor Khaless had not been successful, it would be there still.
Der Imperator hat die Waffe gefunden? Wo ist jetzt?
The Emperor contacted me recently. The course of his ship would put him in the Senex system now. Be wary. The Breen have overrun that system. Khaless is an inspiration to us all, but as a modern warrior, you may find that he needs assistance. However, if you seek the Sword of Khaless, you must find the Emperor.
Verstanden. Anscheinend möchte Kanzler Jimpok reden.
Report. What have you learned?
Es könnte sich um das legendäre Fakiri handeln. Um das Schwert des Khaless wurde gefunden von Imperator persönlich.
I thought his obsession with the weapon was risky, but I did not expect him to actually find it in the void of space. And so I agreed to his plan to search for the blade. I should have known better. He is Khaless. Achieving the impossible comes naturally to him.
Sie klingen enttäuscht, Kanzler. Das ist doch sicher gut für das Reich.
It will not be a good thing if the Emperor's obsession with a relic gets him killed. Imperial intelligence has informed me that the Fakiri conducted several raids on classified data systems during the attack. They were particularly interested in intel on the weapon and the location of Khaless. If they aren't sending a fleet to intercept the Emperor, I'll eat a plate of cold dead gagh.
Wir müssen den Imperator warnen.
Agreed. Return to your ship and make your way to the Sanic system at maximum warp. Hopefully, you will make it there before the Fakiri.
Wie Sie befehlen, Kanzler. Captain, auf Ihren Befehl können wir zum Sanic-System aufbrechen. Beamen Sie mich auf mein Schiff. Kurs auf den Sanic-System ist gesetzt, Sir. Rauben sie zum Sonnensystem. Gosh!
Sensors are picking up readings of the destroyed Klingon fleet in the area. But there is one remaining ship. Trying to get a fix on it. It is the Emperor's ship! We are not too late. Attempting to hail them now.
Come to join the fight, have you? Good. There's no better companion in battle than a Klingon warrior. We were ambushed on our way back to Kronos. I must warn you, as strange as it may sound, we are fighting the Fakiri.
In der Tat, mein Imperator, Sie haben Kronos ebenfalls angegriffen.
Foul demons! I thought I had rid the Empire of them forever. A mistake I will gladly correct now. More of them are inbound to my position. See if you can intercept them while we get my ship back to a battle-worthy state.
Wir kämpfen nun an Ihren Namen, Khaless. Kapla! Juji! Juju! Tarnung aufheben. Wie die Menschen sagen würden, das ist eine Bombenstimmung.
Destroy it! Flagship to challenge us. This will be a glorious battle! Sensors are clear. That was the last of them, at least for now. Incoming hail from the Emperor's vessel.
Auf den Schirm.
You have fought well, warriors. There is more to be done, however.
Was benötigen Sie, mein Imperator?
The Fakiri managed to beam over several boarding parties during their last attack. I would be honored if you would join me in purging them from the decks of my vessel.
Es wäre eine Ehre, an ihrer Seite zu kämpfen.
Very well. Beam aboard with your best warriors and put an end to these dishonorable creatures. Kapla!
Kapla! Ach, bevor ich es vergesse. Bevor es das Jahr der Klingonen gab, war auf diesem Schiff keine Valkyries anzutreffen, sondern die Bruin. Das hätte man eigentlich ein bisschen anders machen sollen. Na okay. Ich will ja nicht rummeckern. Nur das rüberbeamen, das dauert ewig. Also wirklich, bei diesem Ladebildschirm hätte man ein bisschen Musik reinbringen können.
There is a priority target in the
It's
area.
cold.
Stay alert.
Life support must be failing. I'm picking up numerous Valkyrie life signs. It looks like they're targeting the crew, working in several critical areas.
Deswegen wollte ich das jetzt mal hier ansprechen, diese Kälte. Denn ursprünglich waren hier die Bruin und nicht die Valkyrie, die hier sabotiert haben. Wahrscheinlich wollen sie die beenden, ihre Schiffe begonnen haben.
Indeed. Let's deal with them first. Give the crew the space they need to repair the ship, and then head to the bridge.
Machen Sie Ihre Waffen bereit und bereiten Sie sich auf den Kampf vor. Das war ja wohl nix.
We will work on containing damage to this area.
Schon wieder ein Schuss in den Ofen. Ich glaube, ich kann nicht zählen.
Target acquired. Crime. Grand theft. Espionage. Treason. Murder. Terminate with extreme prejudice.
We'll bunker down and use this area as an emergency station.
Wenn wir denken, dass wir hier mal die Brien noch herumgegeistert haben.
We must check in with other sections and rally defenses.
Engineering is heavily damaged. If we know this, there is a good chance the Fakiri do as well. They may strike there next.
In der Tat.
Let's get down there. We can secure the deck and stabilize the ship's power systems before things go from bad to worse.
Einverstanden. Vorwärts. Oh nee. Ingenieursabteilung.
Let's see if we can find an engineer. Life support and main power are on the verge of collapse, and we will need their help to stabilize those systems before it's too late.
Halten Sie die Augen nach dem Fakiri offen. Sie können jeden Moment zuschlagen. Chief?
Thank you for your assistance. We don't have time to enjoy the glory of battle. The Fakiri have done a significant amount of damage to the warp core. Containment is failing, and there will be a breach unless we can bypass the damaged conduits. I must reset our environmental controls and main power. Keep those demons busy while I work. Restoring atmosphere recyclers. Suffocation is not a warrior's death. The Fakiri must come down the main corridor to enter. Hold them at the entryway. main power back online!
Ach, da ist er.
That should keep us flying for now. I need to stay here and continue repairs.
Jetzt. Schief.
The warp core is now back online and fully functional. Ship sensors indicate that the remaining Fakiri boarding parties are attempting to take the bridge. You must stop them from taking the ship and the Emperor.
The bridge will not last long without our assistance. We must head there at once.
Folgen Sie mir. Wir werden den Imperator mit unserem Leben beschützen. Kapla! Brücke.
You made it. Good. Now we shall fight side by side, as warriors born. Ha! I fought Fakiri thousands of years ago, and they have not grown any stronger. Rush the Fakiri. Drive them before you. Hear their lamentations all the way back to Karpor. We defeated the Fakiri before, and we shall do so again. No demon can stand against a heart that beats with honor!
Savor your victory! Your defeat will come soon enough!
A glorious fight! Come, I would speak with you, warrior.
Khaless.
You are a stout warrior and a fine commander. Truly, you know what it means to be Klingon.
Sie ehren uns, Khaless.
There will be time for songs of honor and blood wine later, warriors. Now we must discuss the treachery of the Fakiri. Though we still live, the enemy has taken something most dear from us. The sacred blade I forged long ago in the fiery depths of Christok.
Ihre Waffe? Die Klinge von Khaless?
The same. While we fought the Fakiri here, their fellows managed to breach the chamber where the blade was stored and escape before my warriors could stop them.
Und warum?
Before you arrived, the Jar taunted me with his plan. Unwise, but the Fakiri have always been arrogant braggarts, and fools besides. They mean to besiege the monastery on Boreth, and offer my weapon in ritual sacrifice, to secure the rise of Molor from Grethor.
Ihr Mangel an Ehren ist grenzenlos.
Indeed. For my part, I must go to Boreth and put an end to this wickedness. I will not allow Molor to return, even if I have to kill every Fakiri in the galaxy to do so. And you, will you join me in the fight against these demons?
Das werden wir. Jojo.
Your report is disturbing. The Fakiri nearly killed Khaless and stole his blade. This must be avenged, and soon. The people of the Empire must believe in the strength and honor of their Emperor. I am placing you under the direct command of Khaless. Do whatever is necessary to reclaim what was taken from him. If you can bring an end to the Fakiri, do so. War with the Federation is enough of a challenge. War with the hordes of Grethor may prove to be our undoing.
Serve the Empire well. Kapla!
So, das war's erstmal, aber wir werden jetzt schon mal die nächste Folge mal annehmen. Leben nach dem Tod.
I bring word from Emperor Khaless. The Fakiri are on the move, and he believes an attack on Boreth will happen soon. Your orders are to meet the Emperor in the Boreth system. Assist him in his efforts to defend that sacred place. Do what needs to be done to defeat the Fakiri horde. Boreth cannot fall.
So, was haben wir denn hier? Oh. Butlet, Belohnung. Ah, ja, gut. Akzeptieren.
Serve the Empire well. Kapla!
Kapla. So, das war's. Wenn es euch bis dahin gefallen hat, Daumen hoch, kommentieren, abonnieren. Und falls ihr nicht die Glocke betätigt habt, auch ein schöner Satz. Eigentlich wollte ich was anderes sagen. Oh. Ich meinte, falls ihr nicht schon abonniert habt, macht das doch bitte und betätigt die Glocke, damit ihr keine Folge verpasst. In diesem Sinne sage ich dann nur einfach mal Kapla, bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.